I'm confident everyone here today knows Louise, but I'll share a little bit about her before she comes on. Louise became IWD president in November 2021, having served as a vice president for 3 years and president-elect for 1 year. Louise is a first career health and safety professional with over 30 years experience. After graduating from Nottingham Trent University, she worked as an environmental health officer for Cambridge City Council for the cooperative promoting safe working practices, and then in the construction sector before becoming head of environmental health and safety at Staves. Her consultancy, Hosking Associates, was established in 2005. As an employer and small business owner, she has a keen understanding of the distractions and pressures leaders face each day. Louise, I hand over to you now.
That's a brilliant introduction. Thank you so much, Melissa. I'm really excited to hear everything from our speakers and panelists today. And as Melissa has outlined, we have a fantastic lineup. And from everybody at OneWISH, we know that it's going to spark ideas, conversations, and ways that we can all support one another, which you will be able to take forward no matter what your gender. To help set the scene for all of this, I'd like to briefly tell you our OneWISH story, where we came from, what we stand for, and where we are today. So I first met Malcolm Staves, who's the Global Vice President of Health and Safety at L'Oreal, back in 2017 at IWD conference. We began the first of very many conversations about why women were not reaching positions of leadership within health and safety circles. Initially, this began by looking at how L'Oreal might support STEM for a local girls' school that I was supporting at the time. Lockdown happened, the world changed, but our commitment to support women into health and safety did not. We share the same passion for the same reasons. Women in health and safety leadership or positions of influence are rare, and as a result, some of the traits they bring along with them around servant leadership styles are missing from our profession. The health and safety profession has been lacking some diversity of thought, which comes from better gender balance and smarter EDI. That's equity, diversity, and inclusion. Malcolm and I absolutely agreed when those involved in health and safety make better decisions, more lives are saved. This struck us as fundamentally important. So how could we not act? But before I continue the story of OneWISH, let's delve a little bit more into understanding exactly why diversity, equity, and inclusion are so critical for the occupation of health and safety. To help us with this, Malcolm has created a short presentation, which I will share with you now. By the wonders of modern technology.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Staves, and I'm the Global Vice President of Health and Safety at L'Oreal. And I want to talk to you a little bit about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and specifically gender diversity, and the important role that it plays for L'Oreal, and also, I believe, for the future of the occupational health and safety profession. At L'Oreal, we've been working on gender diversity now for around about 15, 16 years, and it's a little bit now, I would say, part of our DNA, our ways of working. And it's important to us, quite simply for me, because we represent a diverse population of people that work for L'Oreal, the 83,000 employees, as well as our temporary workers, a very diverse group of people that we need to represent them. We need to keep them healthy and safe, and therefore we need to understand their needs and their requirements, whether from a cultural or whether ethnic or from any other point of view. And for that simple reason, for me, it's important that in the occupational health and safety profession, we need to be as diverse and as inclusive as all our employees. In addition to that, from the group perspective, I would say our customers are diverse. Whether you're looking in Asia, North, South America, etc., we're not the same. And even within continents, people vary very differently. And that is why diversity, inclusion, and equity is important to us. I also think when it comes to gender diversity, the important word is equity. For me, it's not about equality. It's still in health and safety having the best person for the job, because behind it, it's all about saving people's lives, putting systems in place, and we must have the best people. But it must be done in a way that's equitable for everybody and gives opportunity for everybody, whatever their background, whatever the gender. There's a lot of information out there at the moment that actually says that better decisions are made through diversity of thought and diversity of population. And in our industry, in the occupational health and safety industry, or health and safety in general, better decision making simply makes sense, because we will reduce fatalities and we will reduce the number of injuries. So it just makes absolutely sense. Just over a year ago in L'Oreal, we launched our Women in Safety Network, which is a group of collaboration of women who work within health and safety, but also with men working with them as well. We have a steering committee that's 20% men. It's across the board, and it's very effective in driving the contribution of women to health and safety, providing the support networks internally, using our role models, our senior leaders, so that they can help, support and mentor young women as they start their career, and those women that are progressing onto more higher levels of leadership and need the support of our internal network. L'Oreal co-founded with Hosking Associates OneWISH just over a year ago, and I am, and we are, very proud of the progress that has been made to date in bringing women in health and safety networks together, whether it be North, South America, Asia, Europe, so that we can support, provide assistance and promote women and gender equality within our profession. What it's brought to me, being a member as well as a co-founder, is the fact that it's opened up other networks. It's opened up our eyes to the things we can do. And one of the things that have come out of it is this partnership with ROSPA, who we already have partnership under Safe at Work, Safe at Home, but under the same approach, we've now extended this to training through women in health and safety, with mentoring over an 8 to 10 month period. Last year, we put 32 women through that, the majority of which came from applications through social media, plus one or two L'Oreal women on every training session, followed by 8 to 12 months of mentoring, as I said. It's been extremely successful, and we plan to continue. But bringing people together towards a common purpose, a common goal of gender equality and equity, I think, for women as well within our health and safety profession, is a good cause, especially when you think that the future of health and safety, from my point of view, needs more collaboration, more teamwork, more empathy. And all of that will come through diversity, I believe. And that's why it's important for me. And I would suggest that maybe also it's important for you. But before I leave you, I'd just like to say that if you don't know about OneWISH, reach out through social media, through the website, reach out to the OneWISH group and find out and discover what they've got to offer, because I'm convinced, like with L'Oreal, you will be convinced that being part of this is also creating the future of health and safety. Take care wherever you are. Take care of your loved ones. Thank you.
Brilliant. So for all the reasons that he has just reminded us about, Malcolm and I share the aspiration to see more women in leadership positions in the health and safety occupation. Aspiration, maybe the word is passion, which is more appropriate. And when we met back in 2017, we knew that we wanted to work together to create a change in the status quo. But also we knew that we could not do it alone. It would never happen without collective action, which is why we started by linking our personal networks. Following some useful early connections, we then began to reach out to membership organisations and corporations around the world, asking them to join us to collaborate in this endeavour. There was a real appetite for it, and a formal committee was formed ahead of our first members meeting back in January 2021. Our fantastic executive committee, all of whom have played a role in this event today, have been an absolute powerhouse over the last year. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of them for everything you have done. Every one of the executive committee is a volunteer, and along with our coalition members, they are helping us to fully establish OneWISH. Thanks to a generous donation from L'Oreal, we were also able to hire Jenny Brace as Head of Governance and Operations in the autumn of last year, then Liz to support our comms work, who is here in the background today. These are the people who are bringing you everything you see here today. Together, over the last year, we have developed and grown. The OneWISH Coalition now includes a range of health and safety membership bodies, corporates, not-for-profit organisations, supporting other organisations and women's networks around the world. During 2021, our members have shared knowledge and learning. We've held 2 conferences, submitted a consultation response to the UK government on women health inequalities, supported the L'Oreal and ERM global survey, which you will find out more from here on the data and evidence panel later on, as well as Tamara's excellent podcast series. We have recently clarified our mission, our vision, and our values, and are working on our strategy in consultation with the membership. And we also have developed work streams run by our amazing members to bring some of this strategy to life. So let's be clear about what OneWISH is. Stronger together, our coalition works to empower and connect everyone working to improve the prominence and influence of women in the health and safety sector. We want to improve women's access to opportunities and do this by platforming both women and opportunities, by sharing knowledge and information, and by supporting and promoting our members' initiatives working towards the same goal. The kind of initiatives that OneWISH promotes are those focused on supporting women in health and safety, on enhancing the working culture within our profession to ensure that women are more able to succeed and thrive, and also on advocating in the wider environment to increase opportunities. Our values drive our work and are at the heart of everything we do. We have 5 core values. And these are: 1, we are led by our members. We are inclusive. We have personal and collective integrity. We are neutral and independent. We are positive and collaborative. We are currently working on strengthening our offer to our coalition members. If you think that your organisation would like to get involved, then please do get in touch to find out more. Coalition membership is free and open to any organisation that is interested in supporting women in health and safety to develop into leaders. Alongside our organisational coalition membership, we are also developing a global community of people interested in the issue of gender diversity and female leadership in the health and safety sector. So please sign up to our newsletter to become part of this. Anyone can get involved, even if you are not even in the health and safety sector yet, but are interested in becoming part of it. The next year is going to be an exciting one for OneWISH and our coalition members. There are many initiatives in the pipeline, knowledge and experience to be shared, brilliant women to be highlighted around the world, and conversations to kick off. So let's get this event started with our event for International Women's Day.